Om Namah Shri Yatirajaya Vivekananda
Vivekananda
Sutraye
Satchit
Satchit
Sukhas
Sukha Swarupaya Swami Tapaharini. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So, I welcome Mahesh sir here. So, I would like to give him a brief introduction. Then we can start our today's session on speed reading and memory. So, Mahesh sir, you are a banking professional with over 35 years of rich and diverse experience in financial services industry. Academically, you hold qualifications of MCOM, ACMA, ACS, CAIIB, reflecting a strong foundation in commerce, cost accounting, company law, and banking. Your professional journey began in 1894 as a lecturer in a degree college where you taught for one academic year. And in 1985, you joined the banking sector as a trainee officer and went on to build a rewarding career spanning nearly 4 decades. You retired in 2022 from Kotak Mahindra Bank as Executive Vice President. During your banking career, you held several key leadership and specialized positions, including faculty member at the Staff Training College for 5 years, regional head of operations, and audit head for the South and East regions. These roles provided you with extensive exposure to banking operations, training and development, audit, compliance, and organizational leadership. You are born on 20th March 1963. You continue to remain actively engaged in intellectual and spiritual pursuits. You are married and blessed with a daughter who is happily married and settled in Bengaluru. You currently reside in Bengaluru with your wife and mother. A significant influence in your life has been your spiritual association with the Ramakrishna order. You are blessed to receive initiation from the Reverend Swami Bhuteshanand Maharaj, whose guidance has been a source of inspiration and inner strength throughout your personal and professional journey. Your life has been shaped by a commitment to professional excellence, continuous learning, ethical values, and spiritual growth. So I welcome you today on this session, and over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Hemanji, and thanks to Viva Arnab for providing me this opportunity to share few thoughts on speed reading and memory. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So recently, sometime back, my co-brother's daughter, by name Anusha, she had come to my house, and then I was discussing with her that of late I'm not able to remember many things and I'm forgetting. Is it something wrong with my health? And she is a neurologist, and throughout she had excellent academic career. She had got a merit seat in MBBS, then MD General Medicine, and then neurology. And now she is practicing neurophysician in Nellore. Then she said, no, nothing wrong with your memory. Maybe you need to train your brain for no, remembering. And also, maybe if you are interested in reading, then you need to get trained on the speed reading technique. Till then, I was not aware that there is something, a technique called speed reading and memory techniques. And she had undergone a professional training for speed reading and memory. And then she has been using it, reading for her professional medical books and also for spiritual books. At a very young age, she has been the follower of Om Swami, and then she has read many books. And in fact, she manages time. In fact, morning hospital, evening clinic, and then she has a family, and then she takes seminars and classes. And in spite of that, she finds time to read books. So I was trying to understand from her how do we do this. And then I also went through a session on speed reading and memory technique from conducted by Dr. M.S. Manjunath. It's an online program, and so that program I attended, and then learned many new things, the techniques about that. I am still in the beginning phase of implementing speed reading techniques. I cannot claim that I have become expert. So today I will be sharing few things what I learned in this 1 week training program. Maybe at the end, if you also feel it's good, then you can also undergo that program, online program, which will be of great benefit for us to read, improve the reading skills.
Mahesh
Now
sir,
we all, yes.
sir, I request that please be little bilingual, no, so that it will be helpful for all of us.
Acha.
Bilinguals.
Uh, I have a challenge in Hindi. I am not very fluent.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, no problem, sir.
I'll be slow in English. Is that fine?
हाँ, थोड़ा-थोड़ा
Yes.
हेमंत सर आप उसका समरी बताते, सारांश बताते रहिए। और किसी ने भी हैंड रेज़ किया है क्या?
Yeah.
Arnav sir.
Hello, Mahesh.
Hello.
So, before you begin, just one question. It's a 6 days course, is what you told.
Yes.
Is it a 1 hour online
Yeah.
course per day?
1 hour online course.
Is it a paid course?
Yeah, it's a paid course, a very nominal fee of 455 rupees.
Per day?
Per week. Per week.
Per week? You
Yeah.
mean you can extend for more weeks?
More weeks means there's a different pricing is there. I would not recommend that. That's very, very expensive. But this 5 days may, Arnabji, you can definitely get a good idea of what he is talking about, and then we can cultivate those techniques and other things on our own. So that's there is a Diamond Club program which will be running into a few thousands of rupees, so which I would not recommend. But this 450 rupees introductory course, 1 week course, is quite good. I mean, paisa vasool kar sakta hai. It's worth investing that much.
If possible, in the team bonding group,
Yeah.
you may share the link to this
Sure.
course.
Sure.
Thank you.
So would someone like to, give the synopsis in Hindi before I proceed, or can I proceed further? Because we have only 1 hour time, so maybe.
I think this
You
is
may
okay.
proceed, sir.
Yeah.
what महेश जी ने अभी क्या कहा, एक दो लाइन में बोल देता हूँ महेश जी। इनको लग रहा था कि क्या उनकी मेमोरी में कुछ दिक्कत आ रही है। सो इनके कुछ रिलेटिव्स से उन्होंने बात करी, जो जिनसे पता चला कि नहीं, मेमोरी नहीं, ये एक हैबिट होती है, माइंड की हैबिट। तो एक उन्होंने कोर्स किया स्पीड रीडिंग एंड मेमोरी के ऊपर, और उनको डेफिनेटली बहुत बेनिफिट मिला, और वो ही आज हमसे शेयर करने जा रहे हैं। मेकिंग सेंस महेश जी?
Yeah, very much. Yes. Yes. So we all know Swami Vivekananda used to read thousands of books and then very fast, and then he had a photographic memory. In fact, once a librarian got surprised that how so many books can be read in such a short time, and then whether he was just simply borrowing books and returning. Then Swami Vivekananda said you can ask questions from any book, and then he was answering that. So then somebody asked Swami Vivekananda, is it supernatural power or it's a gifted power for you? Is it anyone, can all of us also, read like this? Then Swami Vivekananda seems to have answered in three to this question, that it is definitely not a supernatural power, and it is training our brain. And then the other two aspects, what he said is the concentration, the deep concentration, and the power that he derived out of brahmacharya. So anyway, in this series of sessions, I think we had separate training sessions on the concentration. So I'm not going to touch on that. And brahmacharya is something which you are all aware, and then it's different stages of the life. So let's also not discuss that. Only one thing that we will discuss today is training our brain. So it is not a born gift. The point which I want to make is it is not a born gift. It's not a talent. It can be trained. So in the memory also, many times we say that I have a bad memory. So what the experts say that there is no bad memory or there is no good memory. There is only a trained memory or untrained memory. So you can train your memory, you can train your brain to remember. And there are techniques. It's a science or a skill which one can acquire. Now, So there is a statement saying that, the readers are the leaders. Many leaders whom we know, they are all very good readers. They have read hundreds of books, and then they have attributed the reason for their success as the very good books that they have read. So like Sudha Murthy, or Warren Buffett, or Bill Gates, all these leaders, they have credited, they have attributed one thing, that for their greatness or for their success is reading of books, including in our own order. You look at Swami Sarvapriyanandaji or Swami Vivekananda, Swami Ranganathanandaji Maharaj, they have read, thousands of books. The lectures, if you hear to Swami Ranganathanandaji or Sarvapriyanandaji, the various books, the philosophies, Western philosophy, Eastern philosophies, Vedas, Upanishads, I mean, how mind-boggling the quotations, what they give. So the voracious readers. So whoever, in whichever path they are successful, the reading of books is very, very important. Now, how do we, I would like to ask, before I proceed, I would like to ask one question. How many of you are having reading habit, and then how many books you have read in the last 12 months? Can you type out your answers? In the last 12 months, how many books you have read? The general books, which I am saying, the general non-fiction books, which are for, including spiritual books and non-fiction books for personality development. How many books you have read?
Mahesh ji, can I just give the team a small synopsis in the meantime?
Yeah.
See,
Tapandar read more than 12. Yeah.
Acha, in the 6 months. Wow. So, Usha ji,
2 to 3 books. Yeah.
यस सर।
हाँ, सर ने क्या कहा, थोड़ा सा बता सकते हैं आप?
हाँ, सर ने कहा कि लास्ट 12 महीने में
वो नहीं,
हम लोग कितने बुक,
शुरू से
सॉरी सर, मैं शुरू में थोड़ा लेफ्ट हो गए थे।
तो सुनिए, इन्होंने स्टार्ट किया स्वामी जी के वो फेमस इंसिडेंट से, मेरठ में हुआ था। दिलीप, तुम्हें पता है वो मेरठ का इंसिडेंट? हर दिन लाइब्रेरी से उनके शिष्य एक एनसाइक्लोपीडिया उठा के ला रहे थे, अगले दिन वापस करके दूसरा ले जा रहे थे। तो ऐसे 4-5 दिन लाइब्रेरी में देखते देखते उससे क्या बात है, हर दिन तो बोलते हैं नहीं, हमारे एक स्वामी जी है वो डेली एक पढ़ रहे। तो बोले ये कौन सा मजाक है। तो उसका सारांश ये था, लाइब्रेरियन ने किसी भी किताब से किसी भी उठा के कुछ पूछा, स्वामी जी ने उस किताब का पेज नंबर और एग्जैक्ट लाइन बाय लाइन करा, और ये बहुत फेमस इंसिडेंट है। इसी आइडिया को महेश जी बताने की कोशिश कर रही है कि ये कोई टेक्निक्स होते हैं, पढ़ने के टेक्निक्स, वो उन्होंने अपने 1 हफ्ते के कोर्स में थोड़ा बहुत सीखा है। तो उसी को हम आगे बढ़ाते हुए इन्होंने पूछा कि हमने 6 महीने में, मनोज क्या तुमने किताबें पढ़ी है, कितनी पढ़ी है, बताइए। ओके महेश जी।
Yeah, I mean, it's very heartening to note that some of you have read, 3 books, 2 books, and 12 books. And 90%, as per the survey, 90% of the people, they are not having the habit of reading the books, or they would have read only 1 or 2 books in a period of 12 months. So the books are source of great knowledge, and then we need to read more and more books if we have to develop our career or develop our personality. Reading of more books will certainly help. Now the next question is, what is your reading speed? Have you measured your reading speed at any time? If you have done so, can you please let me know your reading speed?
100 words minute.
100 words per minute. Okay. Others, have you measured your speed? If not, we will do a 2-minute reading, and then we'll see what is our speed. Can you please take a book? I had requested that all of you please have one book, which is a general book. Mukesh Bhai is saying 120 words per minute. If you have a small book of 200 pages, any general book, now I'll start the timer. You will have to read. Do a normal reading. because it's a test. Don't read, try to fast. Just whatever your natural thing that you read that. You open any chapter, any page, and I'll time it for 120 seconds. You are going to read, and then I'll tell you how to calculate your speed. Okay. Shall we start, Arnab?
Just 1 minute. Shashi ji, दिलीप कुछ पूछना है quickly?
मैं लैंग्वेज का पूछ रहा था, बुक किसी भी लैंग्वेज का चलेगा ना?
Any language is fine.
Any language is fine.
नहीं, मुझे कुछ पूछना नहीं है
बस।
पढ़ने।
So let's start. We have a book in our hand. You
Yes.
tell us and we'll stop.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. Start.
Can I?
Yeah.
Who is it?
All of us are reading.
Yes. Yeah, please stop. Please stop reading. Can you please count the number of lines that you have read? Can you please count the number of lines that you have read in 2 minutes? Okay, note that number of lines somewhere. 9 lines or 10 lines or 30 lines, whatever. Whatever number of lines that you have read, you note it down somewhere in your paper. And then now read the number of words in the first 2 lines. Please read the number of words in the first 2 lines, including articles like a, the, etc. Don't leave anything. Even a small word, a also you can count as a word. First 2 lines, you please count how many words are there. First 2 lines. If you have done it, please find out the average of the 2 lines. How many words per line? Average, please find out. You got the average words per line? If you have got the average words per line, multiply that into number of lines that you have read. Multiply the average words per line with number of lines that you have read. Have you done the multiplication? Now divide it by 2. Now divide that product by 2. Because we need words per minute. So that's why you have to divide it by 2. So now whatever number that you have got, that is your reading speed, words per minute. Tapandar sir, what divided by 2, what is the result? Shashirajan 90, Tapandar 175, Indrani 264, Indrani Mandal 132, Arnab 140, Anjali Sharma 125, Hemant Bora 105. Okay, according to the experts, words per minute 150 to 200 is the average speed. 150 to 200. Less than 150, it's called slow reading, and then or poor reading, and then above 200, above 250, it's a good speed. Above 250, it's a good speed. And okay, someone has said 350 words. That's very good. Who is that? 350 words?
No. That's a mistake. I think
Okay.
that's me.
Okay.
I did not divide by 2.
Okay. So anyone having speed of above 250, they are said to be already in good speed zone. So less than 150, then it's worth applying some techniques and improving our speed. Now, with the training, what is the human potential? What is the brain potential with the training? How much speed you can get is, they say that within 21 days, you can reach the speed of 1,000 words per minute. Applying the techniques and practice, you can reach 1,000 words per minute. And then this Mr. MS, Dr. Manjunath, he has trained more than 10,000 people for speed reading, and who have crossed 1,000 words speed per minute. And the top 100 people have reached even 2,000 words per minute, and with 70 to 80% of comprehension. It's not just reading. With comprehension of 70 to 80%, the people have reached 2,000 words per minute. That is the capacity of our brain. If that skill can be developed, it is not somebody's birth gift or whatever, it can be developed. Now let us see how our brains have been trained for reading and what are some of the techniques. In fact, the other day, Arnabji, when he was talking about this subject, he had already told some of the techniques. If you already have known these techniques, that may be slightly a repetition for you, but for others, it will be good to learn these techniques. Now, as a child, how in our schools we have been trained to read? Can anyone share your experiences as a children? How we are, our teachers and our elders have asked us to read? Yeah, Arnab.
हरीश जी कुछ बोलना?
Huh?
हरीश सर? नहीं?
I think so. We move our finger along the lines.
Okay.
एक
Then
एक
We
को
move our
ऐसे
finger
ऐसे
along the
नहीं
lines. That's how we were taught to read.
we are
Yes.
taught to read slow or fast. Yeah, Indrani madam.
What Harish sir is telling, very slow. Every word we will put our finger on the paper and read like that.
Correct.
Yes, Indrani.
Yeah, Indrani.
You are not audible, Indrani.
Yeah, we are asked to repeat again and again until we understand the meaning, repeat, and slow reading. So these are the two things which is our brain is programmed to read slow, and our brain is programmed to read repeatedly until we get the meaning. And now as we grow as adults, and when we want to read many books and we want to do a fast reading, these two things will become major blocks. The slow reading is a major block, and then repetitive reading is also a major block. This repetitive reading is called regression, and this should be avoided. And slow reading is also, with slow reading, what is the disadvantage means? As a child, it is fine. As a child, it is required that you need to read slow. But as an adult, our patience will come down. And when we read very slowly, either distractions will affect us or we will get boredom, because our brain capacity is very high, and then you underutilize it and you read very slowly, then you are bound to get bored, or otherwise you will get distracted with slow reading. Now, what are the techniques that some of the techniques that are suggested for improving the speed? Now, when you take a book, the first thing what we should do, what is advised is, you need to skim the book. You need to skim through the book. What do you mean by skimming? First, you read the first page, the title of the book, and then go to the last page of the book and then where author is introduced, they have written a short write-up about the author, and then what author has to say about this book, what is his intention, what is being conveyed. Then open the book and go through the table of contents. And what are the sections, 3 sections or 4 sections, and how each section, what is the title of each section, and within the first section, what the author has covered, and what is the second section, third section. And normally any standard book will have some reviews by experts, some 3-4 reviews may be there. So you read the reviews, means these experts have already read that book, and what is the essence of that book is conveyed by these experts. So you read those reviews. And then if anybody has given a foreword, you can quickly go through the foreword. With this much of skimming, if you do, you have got a rough idea as to what this book is containing and what do you get by reading this book. That much idea you will definitely get. And this can be done in 5 to 10 minutes. The skimming of the book can be completed in 5 to 10 minutes. And then in fact, sometimes while you do the skimming of the book, you can decide whether it is worthwhile reading now, or I can read it later, or not to read this book at all. That first idea you will get through the skimming. So the skimming is the first thing. And then the second thing, once you have decided after skimming that this book is worthwhile reading, I need to read, then you need to believe that by reading this book, you are going to get immense benefit. So that a positive attitude or positive affirmation should be there, that this book will help my development. So you start loving that book and do positive affirmations about the book, and it will generate interest. And then when you start reading the book, say the first page, when you start reading the book, normally, as one of you mentioned, that as a child, we were taught to read the word by word. But now you'll have to start reading chunks of words or group of words. Don't read word by word. You try to read phrases. You try to read the phrases or even sentences, short sentences if possible, at a go. In one go, you have to read the phrases. Stop reading words. So that is the first technique. The second technique is that you should stop sub-vocalization. What do you mean by sub-vocalization? Sub-vocalization means sometimes when you read loudly, that is reading loud. And sub-vocalization means reading in the mind. You are not producing sound, but you are reading. Your mind is reading word by word. That should be stopped. Because when you are talking loud or when you are reading loud, there is a capacity how much you can read. And even if you reduce the sound and if you are reading mentally also, you are restricted by that speed. That's why you should stop sub-vocalization. How can you stop sub-vocalization? Because we have practiced for 30 years or 40 years, 25 years, whatever it is. The sub-vocalization has been our habit. So how do we stop it? There are techniques to it. So suppose if you switch on a soothing music, that may help you stopping the sub-vocalization. Or instead of reading in your mind, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or you read, you take a pencil or pen, and then in the initial stages, it will be difficult to stop the sub-vocalization. But once you learn how to stop the sub-vocalization, your reading speed will improve. Then what is the next technique is, you have to move from tunnel vision to peripheral vision. Tunnel vision to peripheral vision. Tunnel vision means you are focusing on 2 words or 3 words. Peripheral vision means your eye has got a capacity to see not only the straight, but also the left, what is happening, right, what is happening. So if you take a normal book with your peripheral vision, when you convert from tunnel vision to peripheral vision, you can read almost the entire one line at a stretch. In one go, you can read the entire one line. That is called peripheral vision. And then what is another technique that they suggest is, in the left hand side, say 1 or 2 words you omit. And then the right hand side also, the last 1 or 2 words you can omit, and you concentrate on the middle portion, and your brain will anticipate what is in whatever you have left over, your brain will connect that. If you are just focusing on the middle portion and then leaving the first margin 1 or 2 words and the right side 1 or 2 words also, your brain has the power to connect. So that by training, you can definitely, you will not miss out. Suppose a beautiful sun in the ocean shore rising, something like that is being described. And even if you omit the beautiful, and then everyone is happy seeing that, all that you can omit, and context what is happening. Sun is coming up in the seashore and it is beautiful, that you can understand. So that is concentrating on the middle portion of the text. And then another thing is, you need to use the pointer. This pointer, it can be a pen, or it can be a pencil, or it can be your own finger. And then what we need to achieve is rapid eye movement. Rapid eye movement can be achieved by using pen or pointer, and then you need to run the finger, or you need to run the pointer at a fast pace. Suppose normally you are reading at a X level, at least 30% higher than your normal speed, you run the pointer. Please run the pointer at least 30% higher speed than your normal speed. That means your eyes will get trained, trained for speed reading. And then while doing these practices, please stop thinking about comprehension. That means understanding part, you park it for some time. You don't worry about the comprehension. Whether you are understanding what the author is conveying or not, that you need not worry in the initial stages. Your only aim is to improve the reading speed. Even if you are understanding 10% or 20% or even 5%, that is fine. Please don't think about comprehension in the beginning stages of improving your speed of reading. So now can we again take a book, and then these 3-4 things what I suggested, can you employ, and then again measure the time in 2 minutes, how much you can read? Can you please take a pencil or pen or a finger, and then start reading phrases. Start reading phrases and not words, and then try to concentrate on the middle portion. And sub-vocalization, it may not be easy to stop immediately. Try and see if you can stop sub-vocalization. Now with these 3-4 points, can you please start again reading for 2 minutes? Raman, yes, Ramanan sir.
I'm sorry if I missed it, but you said reading the phrases, not the lines.
Lines also you can read, phrase or line.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to read the same way as I did the line by line, right? But using my finger.
Yes, use your finger. I said don't read words, read phrases. Entire sentence you can read at once. I mean, cat sat on the wall. No, cat sat on the wall. So that we are capable. As adults, we are definitely capable. We are not children. So read large chunks of words. Read chunks of words and move the finger very fast. And then, if possible, focus on the central text. And then leave out the margins, little one word, this side, that side, you can leave it, and you try reading now. I will start the timer, and you can read for 2 minutes. See if some speed to some extent at least improves. Shall I start? Arnabji, shall I start timing?
Sir, I just have a, can I ask, have people understood the instructions? Is that okay?
Yeah, please ask.
Sumana ji, bataiye.
Sir, I just would like to ask you, this is the book, and do I read, move my pencil like this way,
Yes,
or
yes.
niche?
No.
Horizontally.
Horizontally.
Anybody wants to ask, क्या करना है? क्लियर हुआ है? नहीं हुआ है तो पूछ लीजिए.
मेरा किताब में 2 कॉलम बना हुआ है, तो फिर छोटा छोटा है ना, तो मैं पूरा ही पढ़ सकती हूँ.
बट कॉलम कंप्लीट करने के मीनिंग नहीं होता है ना. देन so you read that, you treat that one column as one line, and you read that. If you have another book which is not column wise, it's better. But if you don't have that, then you read this column itself.
बाकियों को अमन, हरिओम जी, वर्णाली, अंजलि, रोशन जी, क्लियर है?
एक और था कि क्या ये बुक, हाँ जी, ये बुक जरूरी है कि नया होना चाहिए, फर्स्ट टाइम पढ़ रहे हैं ऐसा, या फिर हमने इसके पहले कभी पढ़ा हुआ?
नहीं, चलेगा.
रोशन जी, टेक्निक क्या यूज करना क्लियर है आपको? थोड़ा बता देंगे? वर्णाली क्या पूछ रही थी, बताओ.
हाँ जस्ट मैं क्लियर कर रही थी कि मुझे जो क्लियर हुआ है कि जस्ट एक बुक लेना है और लाइन बाय लाइन या तो फिंगर और पेंसिल यूज करके बस जस्ट लाइन बाय लाइन उसको रीड करना है। उसका मीनिंग अगर क्लियर नहीं भी है तो भी ठीक है, बस हमें ट्रूली उसको रीड करना है।
Wonderful. अवंतिका जी आप बताएं what
I had a question, sir.
Yeah.
This is only valid for as in a physical book, or even what we read on screen, or e-books or Kindle, something like that.
Yeah, see, to start with the physical book, we have to practice. Once we acquire the speed, then the speed reading will be possible even with the digital books, Kindle and digital books also, it will be possible.
Okay.
But to
Thank you.
start with, we recommend physical book.
Okay.
Aman?
Okay.
Aman?
Use the pointers, read chunks of words, group of words or phrases, and then focus on the central text, central line, leaving one or two words this side, that side. Use peripheral vision. And eyes, the pointer should move faster. Shall I time it? Shall we start for 2 minutes?
Sure.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, go. Start. Yeah, please stop. Now, can you please count the number of lines and the same method what we applied, the number of lines and average number of words per line, and then multiply and then divide it by 2. You will get words per minute.
This was 1 minute or 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
Sir, what is the method to divide 29 lines? Then
Number of lines what you read, you please count.
yes,
And the number of average words per line. By counting the first 2 lines, you can find out the average. एक लाइन में कितने वर्ड्स थे?
okay.
तो 2 लाइन का average पकड़ो.
Yes.
And multiply with the number of lines that you have read.
Okay.
And then divide by 2. Because our objective is to know the reading speed per minute. Number of words that we are reading per minute.
130.
130. आपका पहला स्कोर कितना था शशि जी?
90 था.
थोड़ा इम्प्रूव हुआ ना 40 वर्ड्स का आप इम्प्रूव Arnab sir 220 what was your earlier reading
140.
140 to 220 80 words yeah can you please type both the scores together so that we can have a comparison on the screen please type first score and second score. $250 into 231 Ramanan Aman 130 to 198. Bornali, is it 34 lines or 34 words? Bornali? 140 to 180.
Lines.
Now you have to calculate the words. You have to calculate the words.
Yes.
Tapandar 150 to 300. Very good. Huh? Double the speed. So somebody, I think, has mentioned that comprehension had come down. Definitely, the comprehension will come down. Please don't worry about the comprehension in the beginning stage. Just concentrate on the reading speed. 279 to 305. Very good. Oh, Harish, 377 to 652. Wow, mind-boggling. So he was already in a good reading speed, Harish, and he has gone to 600. So no wonder after 21 days of practice, people have reached 1,000 words per minute is no wonder. So these are all small techniques by employing it constantly and practicing them. So if you have to see the real result, at least for 21 days, you'll have to practice. And what is a good time to practice? The good time to practice is in the early morning, say between 5 to 6 or 5 to 7. That time, our mind will be in the alpha state. That means what is alpha state of mind? It's a relaxed mind, but having high alertness. And that time the mind is very receptive to learn new things. And so that's why it is recommended if somebody wants to inculcate the speed reading habit, you need to read for 21 days, at least minimum 15 to 20 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes is the minimum, and you can go up to 45 minutes or 1 hour, you can. So if employing these techniques, and for 21 days, if you practice in the morning, you take any simple book. It can be a story book or it can be a simple general book. Don't take technical books. Don't take very complicated books. Take some simple general non-fiction books and practice for 21 days, 15 to 45 minutes, whatever time you can employ, and in the early morning. If you do that, certainly the speed is going to go up. Now, since the time is very short, 5:45 already, so let me cover very quickly something about the memory, and then we can wrap up. So it will not be possible to discuss all the things. So now I will straight away I'll give you the exercise for memory. Now I'll call out Arnabji. Is it okay to shoot out for another 5-10 minutes extra or not permitted?
Let's see, sir.
Okay. Okay. You take these words. Can you note down? If you have pen and paper, can you please note down these words? Sorry, don't note it down. I'm sorry. Extremely sorry. Try to remember them. Try to remember them. Don't note it down. Please don't note it down. I will read out slowly. Try to remember those words mentally. Don't note down. I'll read out. Jungle, super, rice bath, liberty, mango, politician, duster, cap, dance, duck, Modi, star, biscuits, umbrella, rocking, band, pain, swimming, neck, desk, stand, lorry, tiger, Dell, sing, ocean, religion, mouth, champion, dream. I read about 30 words. Now, can you now please note down? Can you write how many words you remember? Can you please note down? 30 words में आप कितने you can remember? It can be in the same sequence or any sequence. Five, Arnab Ghosh, 5 out of 30 words. Can you type how many words you could recall? Biscuits, Modi, brand, umbrella, stand, jungle, ocean, lorry. That means 4, 7, 8. 8 words. Ramanan sir, 6. Burnali, 7. 4, 4, 9, 7. Okay, so it is difficult to remember these words in the normal way. In the normal way, however much you strain your brain, it is difficult to remember, say, 1/3, less than 1/3 of the words. Out of 30, 10 also we have not crossed. Means it's difficult to remember. So there are 50 different techniques how you can remember the words. And 1 or 2 famous techniques are there. One is in the story form. If you can remember it as a story, you will be able to recall more words. And there is also memory hall method that also will help. Now, the same words, using the same words, I will narrate a story to you. Please listen carefully. This is a story. I will narrate carefully and listen carefully. And this story will have all kind of crazy things. Means the exaggerations can be there and funny things can be there. So unreal things can be there. But still you will have to understand it as a story. Don't use your logic. Please just appreciate it as in the form of story. This will help you. Now using these words, we have constructed a story. Please listen to the story now. Are we ready? Shall I go ahead with the story? Yeah. In a huge jungle, a super elephant was eating rice bath in front of a liberty statue made of ripe mangoes. Suddenly, a famous politician came there in a black duster SUV wearing an enormous cap. He started crazy dance with duck just like Modi. As they danced, a shining star started raining biscuits from the sky. Everyone opened colorful umbrellas to catch them. Umbrellas started rocking to the music played by the marching band. Okay, let me, for want of time, I'll stop here. Now use this story and try to recall the words. How many words you can recall? Try. Was there improvement in the recall?
Yes, sir.
Can you please
Almost double.
almost double?
Almost
Yes.
double.
Yeah. So our mind is, used to associate with something. Abstract words, it is difficult to remember. But if you associate these words with something or in the form of a story, our retention capacity doubles immediately. And there is one more method called memory palace method. Now, because we have another only a few minutes, I will just very briefly explain what is memory palace method. So all of us are very, very familiar with our house and its, the kind of design. So what are the different portions in your house? You have an entrance, and then you have a hall, or the living room, and then you have a kitchen, and then you have a bedroom, like that. So now use the associate different portions of the house to the words that you need to remember. I'll give a small demo. See, what you need to remember is just 5 words you need to remember. Gita, lotus, lamp, cow, and temple. Because they are just 5 words, you may recall as it is. But just to understand what is the memory palace method, so you need to associate each word with one portion of your house. Now let us say Gita. Now Gita, let us associate with the entrance of our house. In the entrance, there is a gate, and you have Parthasarathi teaching Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. There is one picture in the entrance. And then once you come into the living room, there is a big lotus. There is a pond or a pond filled with water, and there is a lotus in that pond. And then you come to the puja room, and there is a lamp which normally is burning all the 24 hours. The lamp is there in the puja room. And then you come to your bedroom. In the bedroom, there is one nice painting of Kamadhenu cow, with all the Devi Devatas in the cow. And then you come to your balcony, and you open the screen, and you see a temple tower. You see the temple tower from your balcony. Now, this is the memory palace. You have associated the objects with the different portions of your house. Now, I'll ask questions. What is in the entrance? What is there in the entrance?
Gita.
Gita.
Gita. The Parthasarathi, teaching Gita to the Arjuna. And then what is there in the hall?
Lotus.
Lotus.
Lotus in the water pond. And then what is there in your puja room?
Lamp.
Lamp, correct.
Burning on.
And in your bedroom?
Cow.
There is a cow.
Picture of cow painting is there. And from your balcony, what you are able to see?
Temple tower.
The temple tower you are able to see. So now, is it easy to remember Gita, lotus, lamp, cow, and temple?
Yes.
So this is called a memory palace method. So it can go up to 20, it can go up to 30, like that. Now, very quickly, within 2 minutes, I will try to explain how numbers can be remembered. How the numbers can be remembered. Say 10-digit number. 10-digit number, there is one Mr. Kashi Bhatla. His name is Nishant Kashi Bhatla. He is an Indian origin person, and he is in Singapore. And he is teaching people speed reading techniques and the memory techniques, and made millions of dollars, Singapore dollars. And there is a small video of his. I will share in the group. You please go through. But I'll give you a very brief thing how it works. Can you please note down this number? I'll read out this number. Can you please note down this number? 2402 16 1852. So you underline or put a divider after every 2 digits. After 24, one separation. After 02, one separation. After 16, one separation. After 18, one separation. After 52, one separation. So how many blocks of 2 numbers you have? 5, right? 5. Now what he has done, he has developed an image for each of the number from 1 to 100, from 1 to 99. He has, or even up to 100. 100 images he has developed and associated with each pair of two numbers. Now, for example, 24, what is the image he has associated? A big clock of 24 hours clock. You just imagine, visualize, no logic. Just remember, 24 means clock, railway clock having 24 hours. So if you have to remember 24, you have to remember railway clock. Then 02. 02 means on and off, means switch. Switch is for on and off, either off or on. So for 02, you have to remember switch. Then 16. How to remember 16? Normally, we are all familiar with the phrase sweet 16. So for that, you associate image sweet. Sweet means 16, number 16. Then 18. 18 is the voting age. 18 is the voting age in many of the countries. So he has associated ballot box for 18. If you have to remember 18, it is ballot box. And then 52, can any one of you guess what should be the image for 52?
Alphabets?
Huh?
52 weeks.
alphabets?
52
Weeks.
Students, any other?
No, 52 alphabets.
52 weeks
Hindi
means
alphabet.
calendar.
Hindi alphabet.
52 weeks means calendar. Calendar is associated. So now for 5 objects you have to remember this number: a big clock, a switch, a sweet, a ballot box, and a calendar. And for that, he has using these 5 words, he has narrated, he has put a story. There is a big clock, a very big clock, and in the center of the clock there is a switch. And when you switch on, sweet has fallen into the ballot box. And when you open the ballot box, you found a calendar. Shall I repeat? There is a big clock, and in the center of the clock there is a switch. And when you switch on the switch, the sweet fell onto the ballot box. And if you opened the ballot box, magically, instead of sweet, you found a calendar. Now, if you can remember this story, you can recall 2402161852. Now, it may look little absurd or difficult, but if you practice it, up to 40 digits you can remember. 40, 100 digits also you can remember. And worldwide, as we have Olympics, there is memory Olympics that is being held worldwide. And people from India also have participated who can recall, in fact, again in the Indian system, we had our educational system in Gurukula, which was enhancing our memory. For example, Rudra, Namaka, Chamaka, and Purusha Sukta, etc. They were never, read and understood. Guru used to chant with Saswara. Guru used to chant, and disciple has to catch them with the swara, with Anulom, Vilom, Dirghaswara, and all the rules they have to remember, and all the syllables with perfect pronunciation. And students, they were even remembering. Vedic students, they were able to chant for 1 hour without a gap and perfect chanting. That was there in India. But unfortunately, we have lost all those traditions, and we cannot today remember even one phone number, including me. I write down my phone number, my wife's phone number also. I use the phone and then I retrieve my wife's phone number. If phone is dead, I cannot even call my wife. That's why in a small sheet of paper, I have noted some 5-6 emergency numbers and keep in my purse. But, these techniques, really works. And then I will share, because time I'm overshooting. So I will share 1 or 2 videos of this memory techniques, and also 1 video of the speed reading. And then please go through today itself, you go through those videos. And if any of you are seriously interested in enhancing the speed reading, you can join that 1-week course. It is really worthwhile. It is only 450 rupees. And there are other courses also. If you search in the net, there are other 5-day courses are there available for 99 rupees, 100 rupees. Most of the content is same. But Dr. S. Manjunath, he is a very youngster, and he has earned millions of rupees in India. He has become a crorepati by teaching memory techniques and other personality techniques. So his classes also for 5-day classes are very interesting, 450 rupees. And it is my desire that with the blessings of Thakur and Swamiji Maharaj, and if we can, some of us, if we can start reading and can form a speed reading club, Viva speed reading club. And if you select different books, say 10 of us, if you take 10 different books, and if we can complete them in a week or 10 days each of us, and then we can get together, do like this, and then share our thoughts, and then sustain the interest, because one person doing this rigor may be difficult, but collectively if we do it, we can achieve wonders. And because of paucity of time, I would end here. If there are any comments or anything, I'm available. Arnabji, Hemantji, I think time is up, so I'll stop here.
I have 3 questions quickly. Can I ask?
Yes, yes.
Sir, you said memory is a habit, right?
Yes.
Now,
It's a skill.
remember, it's a skill which
Yes.
has to be practiced and the habit has to be developed. But
Yes.
suppose 2 minutes back I spoke to Rohit.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
if I can't recall that after 2 minutes, that's also a habit that can be improved. Is there
Yes.
any habit for that?
Yes,
Short-term
see,
memory losses?
yeah, definitely. One thing is attention. Many things we do not pay attention and do it. Suppose you keep the key somewhere or remote control in your house, you just keep it. And then in your mind, there is some other thought going, and your hand has kept the remote there. And then you forget where you have kept, and we keep searching. This normally every day it happens. I search for my car keys, I search for remote, because lack of attention. That is all mainly lack of attention. And if you pay attention, definitely these small things, and is nothing to do with our memory problem. In fact, dementia or the age-related problem occurs only after 80 or 85. But even youngsters having these problems is because of lack of attention or lack of practice or lack of technique.
Thank you, sir. Second question, when you said I can associate the gate with Gita and then all those things, those associations, do they need to be logical or illogical also?
No, totally irrational is fine.
Third
It can be
question.
crazy, it can be irrational, it can be exaggeration.
And one last question. You said for speed reading, sub-vocalization has to be checked, controlled.
Stop.
Now, but when I was reading, comprehension was 0, not even
No
1%.
problem.
But
No problem.
mind was trying to vocalize, and I was stopping it. Do I need to do something like chant something? I mean, how do I?
As I said, the 3 things are recommended.
What do I replace my sub-vocalization with? Complete words?
Yes, sub-vocalization, you can stop using 1, 2, 3. Instead of reading, you start counting 1, 2, 3, 4,
So
5,
when
and
I'm
then you.
reading the line, I will count 1, 2, 3, and comprehension to 0 hi rahega.
Let it be 0, no problem. That's what they say, that comprehension, keep it aside.
So first is attack my sub-vocalization by counting. And once I have got rid of sub-vocalization habit, then drop the counting and then comprehension will come.
Excellent. And use the guide, that pen also you can use, and so that you run the pen very fast, so that your rapid eye movement starts, and you will not be able to sub-vocalize. At that speed, you will not be able to sub-vocalize. So then also the sub-vocalization will stop. Or there are soothing musics are available on the YouTube also for reading, music for reading. So that also will to some extent help. And then these practices need to be carried out in the early morning, Brahmi Muhurta or early morning, where alpha state of mind is there. So because 30 years, 40 years, our brain has programmed and wired in a particular fashion. And if you have to reprogram it, it requires an effort. At least 21 days of effort is required, and half an hour, 15 to 45 minutes, they say, at least half an hour effort for 21 days, and use these techniques. And I suggest this is only, just introduction to you. I mean, within 1 hour, not much can be said about it. So please go through some videos. I will share the links, and you can also search the videos of Dr. Manjunath and this Kashi Bhatla, and then you acquire some more knowledge about this, and then you take up challenge of 21 days. And Swamiji has said, arise, awake, stop not till the goal is reached. So for 21 days you practice. And Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says that no point in reading, you have to implement. So that is a second stage. So you may read 100 books, but if you do not implement any of those things, all reading 100 books is a waste. That is correct, but it comes at a later stage, step by step. First thing is speed reading, then comprehension, then summarization, then nididhyasa, then implementation. So the fast readers are not successful. The fast learners are successful, and fast learners also are not successful. The implementers are successful. So this is a long journey, and we'll have to work against our habits. So this requires practice, but it is possible. It is possible. It is not a gift. It is not a talent acquired in hereditary talent. नहीं है, a skill है, a habit है. Practice से जरूर हम सीख सकते हैं.
So these resources, I think you should send us by an email to All India. That will be more suitable. Avantika wanted to say before that, Sumana ma'am, yes.
Okay. Sir, I would.
Okay.
Yes, Avantika,
Go ahead,
please.
Sumana. No, after you.
Acha. Sir, आपने you said memory palace is one thing. Memory hall also you said.
No, memory palace, memory hall, दोनों same है मैम.
Acha, both are same. And story ke, I mean, around the story, building up, I mean, maybe it can be illogical, but just building up a story to remember the words.
Exactly.
Is it right?
Exactly.
I understood. Okay.
Right.
And the two names you
start with. In fact, to start with, what I suggest, you write down some words and even use your ChatGPT. Give those words, and then you develop a story for remembering. It will develop a story for you. Of course, I should not suggest that we should write a story on our own. For in the beginning stages, we should write our own stories. But ChatGPT and Gemini AI also helps writing stories.
Okay, thank you so much. And the names you said, that is Kashi Bhatla and Dr. Manjunath.
Dr. M.S. Manjunath.
M.S. Manjunath.
Dr. M.S. Manjunath, and then Nishant Kashi Bhatla.
Right. And one thing
Nishant Kashi Bhatla holds a World Olympic Award for memory, and his YouTube videos are very, very interesting, and he has got a method of very easy way of explaining and interesting manner.
One thing I followed, that is like I told my children, like machine. If you can't remember machine, then read it as machine. So M-A-C-H-I-N-A, so C-H-I-N-E, sorry. And they used to write. When my son was very young, I used to tell him this way to remember the word. So we do this way, like pneumonia, pneumonia. So first P, then pneumonia is a simple word.
Yes.
So that way I remember something.
Correct. Disease also same way. Disease, one is death and one is ailment. So that also it's disease. Yeah. Any other comments? Any other questions?
Sir, I had a question.
Yeah.
Sir, you said that when we are reading, we do not comprehend. So that is only while we are practicing. Because when actually we come down to reading,
yes, good point, Avantika.
We have
Avantika, it's a very good point. It's only at the time of practice for gaining the speed. You will not focus on comprehension. Comprehension will definitely come once you speed reading. Once you acquire, then the comprehension will definitely come.
Okay, thank you.
So Mahesh ji, I have WhatsApped you the All India email ID. Please share the link to the course and the videos that you have.
Yes.
There are other techniques like zigzag and so many. If for those also, if you have some resources, video, that will be helpful. If you have some PDFs, if that can be shared, that is also a valuable thing. Hemantji, please conclude.
So I would like to thank you, sir, on behalf of our Viva team. It was really a very learning session for all of us. We learn a lot of different techniques from you on how we can speed our our reading speed. And you tell us how we can calculate our, first of all, our speed of reading. Then you tell us different methods like the skimming method, in which we can know how we can actually know about the book without completely going through it, right? Reading the introduction of the page, reading about the author, then the end page and the contents. And you also tell us how we can practice and improve our words per minute, that reading group of words, removing sub vocalization, tunnel vision to peripheral vision, then focusing on the middle part, using pointers while reading, and not thinking about comprehension at the beginning. In the beginning, we should focus on just increasing our speed. And in the first case, what I did, I was just trying to comprehend the paragraph which I was reading. So my speed was very low. So this is how you also practice us that in the morning we can practice reading. If that is the best time for us, it's the fresh time. And you also help us to learn different methods of memorizing the words, like by making a story. And then at the end, you also help us to remember the numbers with the help of places or symbolizing them. So I would like to thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Now we will conclude with the pranam mantra of Ma. Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnan Jagadgurum Padme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much, Mahesh,
Arnabji.
sir. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Wonderful session.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.